What's going on, guys? It's Tiki throwing another video at you, and I hope you enjoy it. Also, I hope your day is great and your week is better. If not, I hope things get better. Now, let's talk anime. In the last episode of Biscuit Hammer, we left off with Shinonome sacrificing himself to save Amamiya from a golem attack. The attack on Shinonome was so severe that there was nothing Amamiya or anyone else could do to help Shinonome survive. It was an especially moving and sad way to end that episode. Episode 6 picks up with Amamiya being one of the only ones to have trouble processing the recent and abrupt loss of his new friend. Sumidere's way of coping is to throw herself into continuing Shinonome's training they had been conducting over the past weeks so she could perfect his move. Even though Shinonome and Hizumi have never been on a date, this was especially hard on her. Shinonome was someone Hizumi could see herself starting a family with, and a love that would continue to grow over the years to come. My way of thinking, Shigure already knew that the two would be inseparable, and I wonder what his reaction will be when the news of Shinonome reaches his ears. Yet still, with this immense loss to her, she finds Amamiya sitting on a bench, lost in thought. Hizumi, being the caring person she is, grows concerned about how he's dealing with being grief-stricken, and Hizumi offers her chest as a gesture for him to cry on so he can feel as though it's a safe place for him to just let it all out. However, Amamiya just isn't that way, and it just wasn't enough, but he did crack a smile, letting Hizumi know that he is still okay, just a little closed off right now. This scene got me to start tearing up when Hizumi turns to Amamiya with tears rolling down her face, saying she will continue to smile for the both of them, even if Amamiya can. I felt so sorry and sad that she hadn't even had a chance to see the person she had loved one last time, or her going on their perfect date. After all the feels, we get introduced to Shinonome's little brother, the Crow Knight. Now, before we talk about him, can you guess who the voice actor is? Or can you guess what character the voice actor has done? It was, I believe, the most popular anime of last year. Give up? It's Ryota Osaka, the one who voiced our boy Gitaro in Demon Slayer. Shinonome Mikazuki has an extremely similar swagger and attitude that closely resembles Gitaro. Mikazuki's bloodlust, coupled along with his vindictiveness and arrogance, helps him to mask his shy but playful trait that we get glimpses at. You can see this when Mikazuki and Amamiya meet along the embankment. That meeting was just a weird counter for Amamiya at first, but when Mikazuki confronts Amamiya again, Mikazuki tricks Amamiya into a fight, and surprisingly, Amamiya fights back. I was unsure if he was going to defend himself, then I thought this could be an odd way of Mikazuki getting Amamiya to come to terms with the emotions that he has kept bottled up inside. Since Amamiya blames himself, Mikazuki could believe it's just selfish and says if he did, it was for another reason other than weakness that Shinonome saved Amamiya. Deep down, I believe Mikazuki is trying to help Amamiya in his own radical and bizarre way. He's the first to throw a punch, it seems, but also with how he talks and carries himself beyond the cockiness and arrogance, you can see that he has a good heart. I don't want to say too much on the theory I have about Mikazuki because I believe it might just be outright wrong. Now on to the Horse Knight, who reminds me of Tristan from Yu-Gi-Oh! But Shichiro Nagumo, aka the Horse Knight, is a trench coat wearing badass who is a pack leader from how we see him protecting the younger knights. Another example is Shichiro taking it easy on Mikazuki when they are fighting, and he still gives Mikazuki a beatdown. But he makes sure not to go too far. We haven't seen too much from Shichiro's backstory yet, so I can't say for certain who he is or what Shichiro's characteristics are, but it feels as though he could be the father figure of the group that ends up seeing the younger knights as equals rather than just kids. Lucifer the Biscuit Hammer is picking up traction, and my crystal ball says the outlook is looking good. How did you enjoy this past episode? Let me know down below. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, a sub, and a comment. But most importantly, have a safe, happy, and hydrated day. We'll talk anime in the next one. Later.